Do you want to begin your spiritual journey but are really confused where to begin? Do you want to understand who you really are and what is your purpose here but have no one to guide you? Do you want to understand the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and our Vedic texts? Well, today I'm going to tell you the first step, the very first stage, how you can begin your spiritual life. Hare Krishna, I'm Kavya Budhiraja, and welcome back to Being Krishna Conscious. In the age of Satya Yuga, there was a demon by the name of Hiranyaksh. Now, this demon Hiranyaksh was killed by Vishnu himself. Hiranyaksh had an elder brother by the name of Hiranyakashipu. This Hiranyakashipu was the greatest demon of Satya Yuga. And he got so furious after the death of Hiranyaksh that he wanted to take revenge from Vishnu by killing him. Now, this demon, Hiranyakashipu, who was the greatest demon of Satya Yuga, had a son, and he was very little. His name was Prahalad. I'm sure that most of us must have heard the name of Sri Prahalad Maharaj at some point of time in our life. Now, this little Prahalad, instead of glorifying and praising his own father Hiranyakashipu, from whom even Indra and other Devata got so scared, but Prahalad Maharaj was praising and glorifying Vishnu. There is one pastime in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 7th canto in which, when Hiranyakashipu once asked his son Prahalad Maharaj, "Dear Prahalad, so what did you learn today in school?" Prahalad Maharaj replied, Shri Prahalad Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. This verse, this shlok, contains the heart of devotional service. Let's break each word one by one. And each of these words are the steps or stages of devotion or bhakti. So let's see them one by one. The first step is Shravanam, to hear the pastimes of the Lord, to hear the glory of the Lord. Second step, Kirtanam, to chant the glories of the Lord. We can see so many devotees chanting and dancing in Harinam Sankirtan. So that is Kirtanam. The third step is Vishnu Smaranam, to remember Vishnu, to remember Krishna under all circumstances. Fourth, Pad Sevanam. Pad means lotus feet. Sevanam means to render service. So to render or to serve the lotus feet of Krishna is the fourth stage of bhakti. Fifth stage, Archanam, doing seva of Sri Archa Vigraha. Now the sixth stage is Vandanam. Vandanam means Vandana Karna, to offer our respectful prayers. It is said that when you're doing something ritualistically, try to add emotions, try to add prayers, try to add spirit to it, then that ritual will become spiritual. The next step is Dasyam. Dasyam means Das or servant. We have to become Das Dasanu Dasa. We have to become the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Our original constitutional position is Jiver Swarup Hoy Krishner Nityadas. Our real Swarup is Krishner Nityadas, that we are the eternal servants of Lord Sri Krishna. So by realizing our original position of a servant, that is the way to become happy. And the next step is Sakhyam, to realize that Krishna is our ever well-wishing best friend. In the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam Gyatva Mam Shantim Rachati, that I am the ever well-wishing best friend of all the living entities, irrespective of their bodies. So even if it is a human or it's an ant, Krishna says that I am the ever well-wishing best friend of everyone, of every living entity. And the last stage is the ultimate stage, Atma Nivedanam, to ultimately surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Krishna says, abandon all types of religions and surrender only unto me. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. I will relieve you from all the sinful reactions of your past karmas, your past activities. Ma shucha. Do not fear. So Krishna is assuring us that there is no need to fear when I am here. But in order to reach the stage of Atma Nivedan means surrender. To reach the stage of ultimate, complete and full surrender unto Krishna, we have to go through these 9 processes of bhakti. All of these different steps, when put together, are called Navada Bhakti. These are the 9 processes of devotional service. These are the 9 stages of bhakti, all of which are starting from first step, which is Shravanam. Shravanam means to hear about the Lord. So, the very first step of beginning your spiritual life, your spiritual journey is to hear the pastimes of the Lord. Because only when you start hearing about the Lord, you will get to understand His sweetness, His opulence, His renunciation, His wisdom, His fame, His beauty, His roop, His form, His leelas, and all other paraphernalia. Once I heard a very beautiful statement. It was like, if you think that you believe in God, but you do not believe or follow the teachings of God, then you do not believe in God. It's similar to this situation that if I say that I love my father, but I'm not really obeying his orders, I'm not following his footsteps, but I'm just saying from my mouth that I love my father, I love my father. In reality, I don't love my father because I am not performing my duties for his happiness. From mouth, I may say that I love my father, that I love God, but if I don't follow what he's telling me to do I really love him? So, the foundation of our devotional life is on the Shravanam, the process of hearing about Krishna, the process of hearing about the Lord. Now, the next question comes, from whom should we hear Hari Katha? From whom should we hear pastimes of the Lord? Hearing from the right, authentic, and bona fide source is the key to Shravanam. Let's try to understand this with the help of an example. If I'm hearing something from a person who is jealous, who is envious, who is full of ego, and who is full of anger, what will I get in return? Devotion? No. I will get jealousy, envy, anger, and ego. On the other hand, if I am hearing Hari Katha from a bona fide master, from a spiritual guru who is authentic, who possesses love for Krishna, then what will I get in return? I will get bhakti, I will get devotion. It's very easy to understand. If I do not possess something, how can I give it to you? If I don't possess bhakti, how can I give it to you? So we should hear it from the bona fide source who has love for Krishna and who can present Shastras in the most authentic and a pure way. Even after knowing all these things, one can ask, but why should I hear about Krishna? Can't just Krishna come right before me and give me darshan? Can't I just see him with my naked eye? Well, as per Shastras, the right way to see Krishna is through ears. Yes, we all know about Rukmini Devi. Now, Rukmini Devi never saw Krishna. She only heard about the glories, the pastimes, the form, the gunas, the qualities of Krishna from the lotus lips of a bona fide sadhu. She only heard about him, and simply by hearing the glories of Krishna, she got love for Krishna. So Rukmini Devi had never seen Krishna in her life, but simply by hearing about him, she could ignite the fire of love that was already in her heart but in a dormant position. Similarly, we all have Krishna consciousness dormant in our heart, but with the association with matter, it has been covered up. And by the process of hearing, by the process of chanting, by the process of rendering devotional service unto Krishna and his devotees, we can remove the dust of that material contamination from our heart. Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Cheto Darpan Marjanam. The best way to clean our heart is by taking to the process of Harinam Sankirtan, by hearing Shuddhanam, by hearing from the lips of bona fide devotees of Lord Sri Krishna about Krishna himself. Now, the best example of what a pure bona fide devotee means is Srila Haridas Thakur. He is known as Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. Now, Srila Haridas Thakur used to chant the holy name of Krishna day and night. The head of that village was Ramchandra Khan, and Ramchandra Khan was very jealous of Srila Haridas Thakur because of the respect that he was getting. So, to defame Srila Haridas Thakur, Ramchandra Khan sent a very beautiful, very attractive prostitute to Srila Haridas Thakur in the middle of the forest at night. Well, you can call this prostitute Maya personified. She was that attractive. And she was sent by Ramchandra Khan to Srila Haridas Thakur to entice him and to break his celibacy, his brahmacharya. So when this prostitute went to Srila Haridas Thakur, she asked him to satisfy her. Srila Haridas Thakur said, Devi, please kindly let me finish my Namjap Vrat and then I will satisfy you. In those days, Srila Haridas Thakur had taken a vow, he had taken a vrat to do even more Harinam, to do even more Namjap. So the prostitute kept waiting, but the night got over and the day began. In the morning, she returned to the village and informed Ramchandra Khan that, oh, yesterday he was busy in completing his Namjap, tonight I will go and I will entice him and he shall fall down. But that night also the same thing happened. So this continued for 3 consecutive nights. After the 3rd night, this prostitute had heard so much of Naam from the lotus lips of Srila Haridas Thakur that she surrendered unto him. And the first thing she did was that she asked for forgiveness. Srila Haridas Thakur, please kindly forgive me. The intention with which I came to you was not pure. I was sent by Ramchandra Khan to allure you and to defame you, to break your celibacy. Please kindly forgive me. Srila Haridas Thakur calmly replied, Devi, I knew this from the beginning. Now the prostitute was so confused. She asked him, but if you knew this, why didn't you get up and leave? Srila Haridas Thakur said, Devi, if I had left, then who would have done uddhar to you? Who would have uplifted you? I stayed back so that you would hear the holy name and transform your heart. And this is what happened. Simply by hearing Shuddh Naam from the lotus lips of a bona fide devotee of Krishna, transformation could take place. So the effect of hearing from an authentic guru is transformation in the heart and transformation of the mind. So then, Srila Haridas Thakur instructed this prostitute to go and distribute all her ill-gotten money that she had accumulated by the business of prostitution and to come back in a piece of sari. So after distributing that money, she came back and then Srila Haridas Thakur instructed her. He said, Nirantar naam lo karo tulsi sevan, achirat pabe tabe Krishner charan. Nirantar naam lo. Constantly take the holy name of Krishna. Constantly chant his holy names. Karo tulsi sevan. Worship the tulsi plant. Circumambulate her every day. Water her every day. Achirat pabe tabe Krishner charan. Then by doing this, soon you will attain the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. And after instructing her like that, Srila Haridas Thakur left that place because the only purpose for which he was staying back was to uplift this prostitute. And when his mission was successful, he left that place. So we can see that simply by hearing Shuddh Naam, pure names of Krishna from the lips of an authentic devotee, from the lips of a bona fide pure devotee, transformation could take place. This prostitute got transformed, and later everyone in the village kept her name as Haridasi. She had attained such a big transformation simply by hearing from the lips of a pure Vaishnava, a pure devotee of the Lord. So this is the power of hearing from an authentic and bona fide source. Srila Prabhupada always taught by personal example. He always used to sit in Hari Katha of his spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, with so much enthusiasm and energy. So, if we want to make real progress on the path of bhakti, then we should make sure that we are hearing Hari Katha from the lips of a pure devotee of Krishna. And when you hear about him, you are actually opening the doors of your heart for Krishna to enter your heart and always stay there. So I hope that this video will encourage all of us to take to the process of hearing Hari Katha, of hearing Shuddh Naam from the lips of pure devotees of Krishna, and to ultimately develop some love for him. So keep hearing about Krishna and keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Hari Bol.